Yes, it's another night I could be out, but I'm home. Coronavirus, y'all know what's going on. So, it's gonna be another Twilight Zone moment. And they all start the same, kind of like this. Boy, Rod Serling comes out there and he says, "There's a fifth dimension beyond that which is known to man. It is an area that is as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. Well, there's a middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies at the pit of man's fears and at the summit of his knowledge. Truly, this is the dimension of imagination, an area in which we call the Twilight Zone." And then, they're in space, and then it comes down, you know what I'm saying? then you're on Earth, and then it comes down a little bit more. And then you see a picture. And in this particular episode, you a man, he's laying up in the bed. And he got a full suit on, like I got on right now. He even got his shoes on. He laying up in the bed, and he got some confetti on him, and he looked like he kind of intoxicated. Like he had a hell of a night that night before, whatever. He was out cold. He was laying next to some woman, and he was laying there, and he was trying to get himself together. He was looking around. And I think the name of this episode was called Person or Persons Unknown. And while he was laying there, he was talking to the lady that was next to him. He said it was his wife, and she really wasn't responding. She must have been drunk too. So he got up and went into the bathroom to get himself together because he had to go to work. And he looked in the cabinet, and his razor wasn't in there. Where's my razor? He talking to the lady. She's not really responding. And so he goes over there and he gives her a smack on the booty. That's what I'm talking about. That got her attention. And she woke up and she was like, "Who are you? Get out of my apartment. What are you doing in here?" And he looking at her. "Hold on, baby. Damn, women, what's wrong with you? What's wrong, man? What is wrong with you? It's me, David Gurney, your husband, baby." I don't know who you is." He goes in the cabinet and says, "Look, hold on. I'm a little kind of, my head got bad from the martinis I had last night. And I really ain't trying to feel what you talking about right now." "I'm going to call the police." "Call them." Yeah, that's what my brother would never say. But he was like, David Gurney said, "Call the police. Call them. I'm going to call them." And he's looking in his drawer for his clothes. They ain't in there. He's looking around. And he was like, "Look, hold on, baby. What's wrong with you?" And then he trying to figure this thing out. And she's scared to death. And then it goes over to the side. And then you see old Rod Serling standing over there. The guy who runs the show. And he breaks it down kind of like this. In this opening narrative, he says something like this: "Cameo of a man who has just lost his most valuable possession. He doesn't know it yet. In fact, he doesn't even know about the possession. Because like most people, David Gurney has never really thought about the matter of his identity. But he's going to be thinking about it a great deal from now on, because that's what he's lost. And his search for it is going to take him into the darkest corners of the Twilight Zone." Well, anyways, he looks at his wife and says, "Look, whatever kind of joke you playing, that's all real cool, but I got to go to work. So when I get back, make sure my clothes and everything is back in here like it's supposed to be." So he leaves, hops in his car, and he goes down to his job. He got that same suit on, and he gets down there. I guess he work up at the bank down there, up the street or whatever. And he goes into the bank, he walks in, his old security guard standing up there. He's like, "How you doing, Jim?" The security guard look at him like, "Okay." And he walks in, he sees some other folks there at the job that he knows. And he says, "Jack, what's going on?" "Julie, what's happening? Fred, what's happening?" And then he see a guy over there at the desk where he used to work right there. And he say, "Hey, Jack, who's that sitting over there at my desk?" Jack looking at him all crazy. He said, "Well, that's Mr. Cooper." "What Mr. Cooper doing over at my desk? He ain't supposed to be in." And Jack still looking at him like, Okay. So then he walks over to the desk and he looks at him and say, look here, Cooper. Look, man, you got to get your stuff and get on up out of here, man. I mean, this joke has been went too far. And you take your pictures and take all that. He pushes Cooper up. Cooper looking all crazy, all like, oh. And Cooper hit the panic button, you know, try to get some security over there. So here comes the security guy, come over there. He come walking over there and he's like, excuse me, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And then he looks at him, he says, Jim, just relax for a minute. And then the security guy puts his hand on his shoulder, you know, he's like, oh, wait a minute, Jim. We've been friends for 4 years, but you might want to take your hand up off of my shoulder. David Gurney wasn't no punk. So Jim, he's like, get up, come on, walk with me. And as David gets up, he pushes Jim, and Jim falls all back. He falls back. Jim go for that Roscoe. He pull out that heel. He said, get back, boy. You better get back. I'll put a hot one in you. So David Gurney put his hands up, and he just walk outside. And make sure you don't do nothing crazy. And he walks him outside. He gets outside, and his wife Wilma's out there, you know, and she got the police out there. And he was like, oh, this is great. It's my wife, Wilma. And I can straighten this whole thing out. And the officers are standing there looking at him. And he was like, Wilma, tell them who I am. And she looked at the police. I told you, I don't know who this dude is. Wilma, we've been married for 11 years, Wilma. Will you tell them who I am? And then the police was like, okay, enough of these shenanigans. And he was like, well, wait a minute, hold on, don't arrest me. Just hold on, wait a minute. Jim, what? Jack, Judy, Fred, what's going on? And the cops grabbed him up. And he said, wait a minute. I'm going to reach in here for my wallet. And as soon as the police was like, hold on, baby. And he was like, wait a minute. Just hold on. I'm going to get my wallet. I just want to prove to you who I am. Pulls out the wallet, looks around. Hey, hold on, where's my ID at? Wilma, where's my credit card? He snatch, okay, we're done with this. Snatch him up, throw him in the scout car, and they take him on. Now, you know, he didn't commit no crime, so they didn't take him to jail. They took him to the insane asylum. So he's sitting up there in the insane asylum in this room with this little white dude. And then the doctor, he comes in there. I don't know. The doctor, Korslenko or something, I don't know what his name is. He comes in there and he says, what is your name? I say, my name is David Gurney. In fact, let me just get this straight. My name is David Andrew Gurney. And I know who I am, so, you know, I ain't crazy. And the doctor said, well, we're going to try to prove it that you're not David Gurney. It's probably who you... No, it ain't either. I know who I am, baby. I'm David Gurney. Don't tell me it's what I think. It's what I made up. It's what I came up with. No, man, I'm David Gurney, baby. I'm 35 years old. I've been on this planet. I know who I am. I know who my wife, Wilma. I know everything about me. So you do this other dude, he might be crazy. I'm not crazy. The doctor looked at me and said, well, this gentleman here that's in the room with you, he thinks that he's Winston Churchill. We don't know who he is, and he ain't talking. But come on out here into my office and let's try to figure this thing out. So they go into the doctor's office and he's sitting around and he said, now, you know, obviously what's probably happened to you is if you've got some kind of a mental disorder and maybe some loss of orientation when you went into that woman's house there. What? You mean my wife? You talking about Wilma? No, I'm talking about Miss Barrington. Who? Who is Miss Barrington? That's the lady's house you went in. Man, look, man, I ain't trying to hear that, okay? I'll tell you what. I know who I am. You got a phone up in here? Can I make some call? Well, of course you can. So he was like, dial this number right here. So the doctor is dialing a number and he gives him the phone. And he was like, yeah, what's happening, Pete, baby? What's going on? Yeah, it's me, David. David, man, you know, David Gurney, man. Pete, what? Hello? I can't believe, man, he hung up on me and I Pete says high school. What the hell wrong with? Look, can I make another call? And the doctor's giving him that look like, sure you can. So he calls another call. He says, the doctor dialed the number, and then he told the doctor, when she answered the phone, just let me speak to her. What's her name? Mrs. Gurney. Gurney. Who is that? So he goes, okay, yes, Miss Gurney, yes, somebody wants to speak to you. And he gives him the phone. He's like, yes, Mom. Oh, thank God, Mama. Oh, Jesus. Mama, you don't understand what's going on with me, man. They got me, Mama. No, it's me, Mom. David Gurney. Mama, it's your son, David Gurney, Mama. What's going on? Give me that damn phone. I'm sorry, ma'am. That's a wrong phone number. Crazy. That's what he said. Look, man. He was sitting there looking all crazy, like, oh my God. Oh my Lord. What is going on? I don't know what's happening. And he said, the doctor said, well, hold on. Don't lose your mind just yet, even though I think you have. You stay around here somewhere, don't you? Yes, yeah. You'd probably be in the phone registry somewhere, wouldn't you? Yeah, man. Get the phone book. So he got the phone book. He looking through the phone book. He looked. Ain't no David Gurney in there. So now he done kind of just lost his mind. He just sitting there like, and then the doctor said, now will you admit that you don't know who you are? And David Gurney said, okay, let's just say I don't know who I am. Now, I really don't, maybe I don't know who I am. I'm a little confused right now, but let's say I don't know who I am. Who am I? The doctor said, that's what we're here to find out. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I said, hold it, wait a minute before you tell me what we're going to do. Look, I know who I am. I'm going to tell you something about me and people in general. We know who we are, okay? I know who I am. I've been on this planet 35 years, and there are things about me I haven't even told my wife. Stuff that nobody knows. Little details about who I am that only I know. And I don't know who's playing this trick on me and got me. People, I don't know my ID, and I don't know who's doing it, but I'm going to let you know right now, Doc, that I know who I am. And the doctor said, well, that's fine. You know who you are. You know what I think you should do? Since you're speaking on details, I'm going to send you back into the room with that other gentleman that you're in there. Yeah, thinks he's, Winston Churchill. You can sit back and think about those details. And then David Gurney said, I'll tell you what, you go back to the room, and then he jumped out the window. Looked around, saw a vehicle, looked like it was a van or something. He jumped in the vehicle. The dude was sitting over there eating something, a hot dog or something. He looked around, he left the keys in the doggone van, and the man jumped in the car. They just gone, and took off. Hit it down the street. And the man was chasing him, and then the little orderly dudes came out. They were chasing him. He was gone. Like, I'm gonna figure out what the hell was going on. So when he gets down the street, and he stops at the bar. Now, look, let me just say this. There ain't nothing wrong with stopping at the bar. And he gets into the bar. And there's a bartender up there, So he walks in. He's looking around, and he's thinking to himself, ain't nobody know about this place. I ain't told nobody about this spot right here. Ain't nobody know about this spot. I ain't even told my wife about this spot. So he up in there, and there's a dude up at the bar. And he walks over to the bar and he says, Sam. And the dude looking at him, yeah, what's happening? He said, give me my usual. Sam said, excuse me? He said, my usual, Sam. Irish whiskey, man. Oh, yes, of course. And then Sam went to turn around and get the whiskey. He said, Sam, hold on 1 minute. Sam, hold on just 1 minute. Can you look at me for a second? Sam, just look at me. Look at me. Who am I? Sam looked at him. Said, I don't know. Who are you? And he said, oh my God, I got to him too. How is that possible? I didn't tell nobody about this place. How did they get to Sam? Oh my God, what is going on? So, Sam is giving him the drink. He knocks it down. Boom. Let me get another one, Sam. Sam gives him another. Boom. He drops it down and said, Sam. Sam was like, yeah. Let me ask you a question. What would you do, Sam, if everybody that you know, everybody that you grew up with, everybody, they don't know you anymore? I mean, your mother don't know you, your wife doesn't know you, you can't find your identification nowhere, Sam, and it's like nobody knows who you are. Sam, what would you do? Sam like, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. And then Sam looked at him and he was like, Sam, give me another drink. Give me another drink. And Sam said, nah, dog. I think you've had too many already. And he said, wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. He was like, go ahead, Sam. He was like, how do you know me? I mean, how do you know me? And he said, Sam, we're friends. Sam, we've been friends for years. Sam, I know your wife. I know your wife. Her name is Pearl, Sam. I know your kids. Your kids. Their name is Joey and Linda. Sam, you're a prize fighter. They used to call you Knock 'em Down Sam, Beat 'em Around Sam, or whatever they called you. Your picture's right over there next to Mike Tyson's. I'm sorry. I mean, your picture's over there next to Cary Grant or whoever that is. And Sam, he's looking like, oh my goodness. And then David Gurney is thinking, and he said, wait a minute. Details. Picture. And he was like, Sam, hold on, Sam. I tell you what. Here go the money, man. We might be good. I gotta go check out something. Sam was like, right on, do your thing, baby. I don't. So he ran up out of there. And then he ran to the picture place. Where I guess we can go get these pictures or whatever. He runs up there and there's a white lady in there. And he says, hi, look, I got a picture in here that, and I need to get that picture back. And she was like, well, let me look in the file cabinet. And she looked in the file cabinet. What the claim number is? He said, it's 6708777, something like that. I don't know. I just remember the sevens, but it's in there somewhere. So she just give me a minute. Let me look. Hold on, baby. And she looked and she found the file. She gave it to me. He went over to the side. He was like, oh God. He opens up the file, he pulls up the picture, and it's him and his wife, Wilma's in the picture. He said, oh God, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. Oh my God, Jesus. Thank you, God. My wife, Wilma, we was at the zoo. She's in the picture with me, and then, oh my goodness, here they come. Boom, get the door open, it's the police. And that doctor from the insane asylum, Dr. Kozlenko, or whatever his name is, and they standing there looking at him like, let me tell you, the doctor said something to him that was kind of off kilter, but the doctor was like, man, if you could have found a better place to hide, if you're just gonna park a stolen car right out there, right out there in front of the building, you could have did better than, no, hold on, doc, just hold it right there. Now, remember I was telling you about them details? And the doctor was like, yeah, I remember. I'm going to tell you something right now. I happen to have something that proves who I say I am. David Andrew Gurney. I know who I am. I got proof right here of who I am is right here. And I'm going to tell you something, Doc. Hold on, let me tell you something. Don't be trying to come with no doggone receipt or something with your name on it. I know you would say that. I know you'd say that, doctor, because I could probably, manufacture something like that. I probably could put my picture on something. I could probably go on ahead and my name and I could do all kind of stuff. But I'm telling you right now, I got something better than that, now, doc. In this file right here, I got a picture of me and my wife, Wilma. And I know Miss Barrington or whatever the heck you say her name is, Wilma Gurney, that I've been married to for 11 years, me and her in the picture. And look at it, doc, get it. And he threw the picture up in the doctor's lap. And he said, go on ahead now, doc, explain that. You explain that to me. So the doctor, he's standing there with the police. He looks at the picture, and the doctor gets this look on his face. Boy, I'm telling you right now. And the doctor gives it back to him. Take a look at that picture of Mr. Gurney. And he pulls the picture out. And the only person on the picture is him. His wife ain't in the picture no more. And he's looking like, oh, what? Where's my, what? And the doctor's just looking at him like, you know, we're going to have to take you back to the sanitarium. And he falls on the floor. Oh, God, he starts banging on the doggone floor. I'm David Gurney. I'm David Gurney. Please don't take me back. I'm David Gurney. David Gurney. And then he looks around, he's banging, and he's back in the bed. He's back in his bed. He's back in his bed, and his wife is laying right there next to him. He's like, oh, baby. He got the same suit on, them same old shoes. He laying there, that confetti is still in his pocket. He's like, oh, what's going on? And his wife, she jumps up. He don't even look at her. He's still laying there trying to get himself together. She go running in the bathroom, and he didn't even really look at her. But she was like, what's the matter, baby? And she responded to him. It's like, it's me, David Gurney, baby. I had a crazy nightmare. And she was like, oh, it's going to be all right, honey. What you going to be? You know, you shouldn't have been drinking all them damn martinis last night. Do you remember that? Yeah, we was at the party. You remember? Oh, Lord, I'm back home. Oh, thank you, Jesus, Lord. Let me tell you. Oh, it was the worst nightmare I could ever imagine, baby. You don't understand what I was going through with it, man. If I could just tell it to you. And then she come out the bathroom and got, you know, a little towel over her face. And he was like, baby, I just want you to know. And then she pulled the towel down. And he looked at her. And she looked at him and she said, what's the matter? David. He was looking. And she said, David, what's wrong with you? What's the matter with you? He was looking. And he was looking at her like that because that wasn't his wife. I don't know who that was. That wasn't no Wilma. I don't know who, but let me just say this. Whoever she was a lot finer than his wife was. She was fine. She had his wife beat 1,000 times. She was bad looking. She was sexy, man. But he was looking at her like, because that wasn't his wife. And he knew at that moment he wasn't home. He just had a look on his face that was out of this world. And then all of a sudden, you looked over to the side and there was Rod Serling. He was standing over there in the corner. And he said something like this: a case of mistaken identity or a nightmare turned inside out, a simple loss of memory or the end of the world. David Gurney may never find the answers, but you can be sure that he's looking for them in the Twilight Zone. And that was it, man. I mean, you know, person or persons unknown. It's crazy, man. I was, I'm telling you, I think if I'd have just stuck with the woman, sometimes you just got to cut your off because she was fine, man. That woman was fine,